There's a type of person who can explain quantum mechanics to you in 5 minutes, but completely forgets to eat lunch. Someone who sees the answer before the question is even finished, but takes 3 days to reply to a simple text. I think most people misread them entirely. They seem cold, distant, maybe even arrogant. But here's what's actually happening inside that mind, and if you've ever felt like your brain operates on a completely different frequency than everyone around you, this might feel a little too familiar. You know what's rare? Not just high intelligence. Lots of people are intelligent. What's rare is a specific combination, the INTP personality type, paired with an extremely high IQ. It's like having a Formula 1 engine installed in a car that refuses to follow the racetrack. And the way this shows up in real life, it's nothing like what most people expect. The first thing you notice about a high IQ INTP is that they don't talk much in groups, not because they have nothing to say. Actually, the opposite. Their brain is already 3 conversations ahead. By the time most people are forming a response, an INTP has already simulated that conversation, found the flaw in it, discarded it, and moved on. So the silence, that's processing, not absence. You know what's interesting? Research consistently shows that people who pause before speaking tend to give more accurate, more nuanced answers. The INTP's quiet isn't hesitation, it's precision. They're not ignoring you. They're already done with a conversation you haven't started yet. Here's something that sounds strange at first. INTPs with very high IQs often argue against their own beliefs on purpose, not because they don't know what they think, but because their brain instinctively stress tests every idea it holds. They'll take a position they agree with and immediately start looking for the holes in it. I think this is one of the most misunderstood things about them. People assume they're indecisive, or that they flip-flop, but what's actually happening is their mind doesn't allow a belief to survive unless it can hold up under pressure. Most people protect their beliefs. A high IQ INTP attacks them. That's not weakness, that's intellectual honesty at an extreme level. Have you ever met someone who argued both sides of an argument better than the people who actually believed in them? You know how most people learn things on a need-to-know basis? INTPs don't work like that. A high IQ INTP absorbs information constantly, not because they need it right now, but because their brain is building an internal architecture, a mental library where everything connects to everything else. They'll spend 4 hours reading about medieval trade routes, not because they're writing a paper, just because something they read about economics mentioned it, and now they have to know. And here's the fascinating part. Years later, that random knowledge becomes the exact thing that helps them solve a completely unrelated problem. Their brain isn't collecting facts. It's building a map. The most useless thing they know is usually the most useful thing in the room. I want to be direct about something people get wrong. High IQ INTPs are not antisocial. They can be warm, deeply interested in people, even funny in ways that catch you completely off guard. But social interaction costs them energy in a very specific way. It's not the people, it's the performance, the small talk, the expected responses, the unspoken social scripts that everyone seems to follow automatically. For a mind that's built to go deep, forced surface-level interaction feels like being asked to solve a math problem with only half the numbers. So when they disappear after a party, they're not being rude, they're recharging a very specific kind of battery. 2 hours of small talk drains them more than 12 hours of solo problem solving. Here's a pattern that shows up almost universally in high IQ INTPs, and it costs them enormously. They see the final version of something in their head with perfect clarity. The idea is complete, refined, brilliant inside their mind, and then they have to put it into the world. And suddenly, nothing they produce matches what they imagined. So they stall, they revise endlessly. They abandon projects that were genuinely extraordinary because the output didn't match the internal vision. I think this is one of the most painful parts of being wired this way. The gap between what they can imagine and what they can currently execute is wider than most people will ever understand. The standard they hold themselves to exists in a dimension most people never even visit. Their biggest unfinished project isn't a document, it's themselves. This is where it gets really interesting. High IQ INTPs are pattern recognition machines. They see structures in things where other people see randomness. In conversations, they notice the thing underneath the thing being said. In systems, they spot the flaw before the system breaks. In people, they pick up on contradictions between what someone says and how they actually behave. And this is genuinely remarkable. It makes them exceptional analysts, engineers, writers, thinkers, but there's a cost no one talks about. When your brain is always looking for patterns, it finds them everywhere, even where they don't exist. A high IQ INTP can construct an elaborate, logical, internally consistent explanation for something that's actually just noise. They're so good at finding patterns that they sometimes invent them. And because the logic is sound, because the framework holds together perfectly, they believe it completely. What happens when the most logical person in the room is wrong and their logic is so airtight that no one can tell? I think this is the part that surprises people the most. From the outside, a high IQ INTP can look almost robotic, detached, analytical to the point of seeming cold. But inside, their emotional world is extraordinarily rich and complex. They feel things deeply. They just process it differently, running emotions through the same analytical filter they use for everything else. Before they react emotionally, they're already asking, why am I feeling this? What's the source? Is this response proportional? Which means by the time they express something, the emotion has been examined from 6 angles and partially disassembled. People around them often don't know when they're struggling, not because they're hiding it, but because they've intellectualized it so thoroughly it no longer looks like pain. They turn emotions into equations, and equations don't cry. Ask them how they're doing. They'll tell you about a concept, not because they don't care, because that is how they're doing. You know what genuinely activates a high IQ INTP? Not pressure, not deadlines, not competition, the right problem. Give them something genuinely complex, something that hasn't been solved cleanly, something where the existing answer feels incomplete, and watch what happens. The person who couldn't reply to emails for a week will suddenly produce 12 pages of dense, brilliant thinking. This isn't inconsistency. It's calibration. Their effort isn't proportional to how important something is. It's proportional to how interesting it is, which is a completely different metric. Motivation for them isn't about willpower. It's about whether the problem is worth the full force of their mind. They won't climb the mountain because they're told to, but find them the right mountain, they'll build a better route up it. I want to say something honest here. Being a high IQ INTP isn't all cold efficiency and brilliant problem solving. There's a very specific loneliness that comes with this wiring. When your natural mode of thinking is at a level most conversations never reach, when every attempt at depth gets redirected to the surface, there's a quiet frustration that builds up over time. It's not arrogance, it's the opposite. It's a genuine hunger for connection at the level where they actually live, and the exhausting reality that it's rare to find. When they do find it, a person who can match their depth, who doesn't flinch at complexity, who stays in the hard conversation, that connection becomes one of the most important things in their life. They don't need many people. They need the right ones. Have you ever felt completely surrounded by people and still completely alone, not because of them, but because of the depth they couldn't reach? So here's what I think all of this adds up to. The high IQ INTP isn't difficult. They're not cold or arrogant or broken because they don't fit the standard shape. They're a mind that was built for depth in a world that mostly runs on surfaces. The silence is processing. The arguments are honesty. The disappearing is recovery. The unfinished projects are the price of an impossible standard. The emotional distance is a different language, not an absence of feeling. And if you've been watching this and quietly recognizing pieces of yourself, I think you already knew that. The question is never whether this kind of mind is valuable. It obviously is. The real question is whether it's being pointed at something worthy of it. Because a mind like this, fully engaged, fully activated, working on the right problem, that's not just intelligence. That's a different relationship with reality itself.